Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video on Octane Thermoplastic. Today I thought I'd do a quick haul as I've just had an exciting Bricklink order in and unfortunately I've all unpacked them all. I was a bit too excited to wait, but I thought I'd just show you some of the interesting things I picked up because it's probably one of my more interesting Bricklink hauls. A lot of the time I'm buying pieces for sets that are half complete in my collection. A couple of older sets I own that are missing some pieces. So on screen now I've got some images of some of those pieces that I took. There were quite a few, but definitely the more exciting part of this is the figures. So I'll start up with a couple of figure elements. And the first one I picked up was this torso here, mummy bandage wrapped. Well, we're getting close to Halloween, so I thought it would be appropriate. It's got some nice arm printing, and I believe this is from Series 3 of the minifigures. So I bought this specifically because of the next piece I bought, which was these lovely Halloween legs, which have some pumpkins and some bats on there. And these were from the Builder minifigure stands in Halloween 2019. And I love the pants, but don't live anywhere near a Lego store. So I definitely wanted to pick these up, and I bought them with the intention of going with this Halloween torso, something like this, and then going on a sig fig or just a random minifigure at any point, but the trousers were definitely my priority. However, I did discover this piece as well. This is also from Builder minifigure last year, and it is a minifigure in the style of the Vitruvian Man by Leonardo da Vinci, and I think that's an amazing torso print, and I think it surprisingly goes fairly well with these legs. So I put this into the logo because why not? Those trousers are amazing. Actually, both of those are amazing. So I'll pop those down there and we'll take a look again at those overall. Next thing I picked up was fairly boring on its own, but some blue trousers. Oops. And the reason I picked these up was to finish off this minifigure. Now this is a city figure. I'll put the number on the screen now. And I had the rest of him here. And I'll attach the legs. So that's another random completed loose figure, because I have a bit of a loose figure collection when I buy figures that don't and not the sets for them, but I want the figure, so I got him here. Oh my bad, he's an overall figure, never mind. The codes are weird. Second thing I picked up was a blue cap here. And again, very similar story. This is for another one of my loose figures, so that gets him complete. He's an Octan, or maybe he's a city figure. Code's on the screen. And last but not least, some red legs for another half-completed figure who probably should have a new face, but I don't have one right now, so just leave it at that. And she is another town figure to go in my loose figure collection. Next up, I got a couple more pieces, and I've been after this one for a while, and this is this cornflake box from the Lego Ninjago movie CMF, and this is amazing. I love this piece, particularly because it references the Lego chicken and cornflakes at the same time, and that is just amazing. Wish I could have picked up more, but they're getting a bit more expensive now. Got a 1x2 yellow tile on the top, but it's just an amazing print that I definitely wanted to have. Next up, I got a variety of pieces, and I've already assembled them into what they are, but I was after a Gonk Droid, and this is by far the cheapest version of the Gonk Droid to get. just because I have so many of these pieces as spares. So the 1x1 studs and 2x1 grey bricks and all of the apparatus on its eyes, but I could not go longer without a gonk droid, so here we are with a gonk droid. There's not much more behind that one. Similar story with this. I saw I had most of the pieces in just some bulk pieces I picked up a while back and was like, I want to make another minifigure for the loose collection, because this is classified as a minifigure as of Brickset. So here we go. It is a droid from a Lego factory set in 2007. I just think it has a cool shaping to it, and it's not something we see often. It feels more androidy. Quite a lot of posability with a sort of triple articulation there and two arms here. Now, on a quick detour note, I picked up an extra one of these because I was missing one in the Midi Falcon from 2011, but I'm not quite sure why I told you that. Next up was some more pieces for another brick built character, and this one is the Mushroom. Particularly, I had most of these again. I was just missing the head and these profile bricks with the indent, and then I was able to assemble him. Now, I'm not really a Minecraft player. I don't have a single Minecraft set yet. I just definitely wanted the cow. It kind of looks cute to me. It's a bit different. I mean, why not? Again, this doesn't classify as a figure, but it is definitely something I wanted in the collection, and I'm pleased to have. Definitely a bit different for my usual collection. And then we're into some minifigures, and first up we got some Star Wars. So I picked up not one, not two, not three, but 4 Praetorian Guards. They all are using the helmet type which was exclusive to the 2019 Battle Pack. I much prefer this helmet. I don't particularly like the other one. But one day I'll probably end up with 4 of this type and 4 of the others. And I got these on a pretty good deal. Also picked up the pieces for their weapons. I like their leg printing, and I just kind of wanted a small guard force. So and I like this red design, so I went for them. So the battle pack, which would usually cost 15, only comes with 2 of these guys plus a load of extra pieces. I managed to pick up all 4 of these for less than £7, and to me, that's a pretty good deal considering I paid half the price of a battle pack and got exactly what I wanted out of it. So that's really cool. 4 of those, 4 weapons. A pretty nice little force there to protect anyone that I see fit. And then next up we got a superheroes figure, and this is the generic Iron Man from 2020, and lots of people say he's in too many sets this year. However, I would beg to differ because he's such an amazing figure. Not using the helmet style, which is a shame, but this printing is amazing. He's got a slight wonk on his leg there, but you've got toe printing, pretty much all of it. It would have been would have been a nice idea to print the arms, but I understand that that's not always possible. Typical Tony face underneath. This is my first Iron Man, and I have been wanting him since the Iron Man mech, which wasn't a set I particularly loved. But I love the figure, so I'm glad to have one in my collection. Then last up we have the genesis for this haul, and that was Harry Potter Series 2. So we have 2 minifigures from the series and a third bonus one, which was kind of a treat because she's a bit more expensive. But we'll start up with here with the Harry Potter Series 2 Hermione. I'm missing a Hermione compared to the Harrys and Rons that I have, and I think this one's probably the most accurate. So she's in her movie 6 attire. This hairpiece is also a pretty nice addition, and the face prints definitely match her more so than some of her other variants. Also, the butterbeer mug is very nice indeed, and I am glad to at least have one of those to use in mocks if I need to. But just sort of rounding out my Harry Potter cast with the better version of Hermione here. And then the second one I picked up, and I do plan to get another couple, but that's going to have to wait for a bit until they come down in price, because Kingsley and Bellatrix are so expensive. But here we have the original Richard Harris Dumbledore, and I picked up the other actors' what's his name, Dumbledore back in Series 1, and I was definitely keen to round out the set with the more detailed version of this one. I'm a particular fan of these dress pieces. I must do a video on that one day because they fall into a category of pieces that I never knew I wanted. Well, I knew I wanted, but I never thought I'd actually get. Having that friction is really useful. Hairpiece is really nice with the stars on it. Not really sure about the alternate face. It doesn't quite seem necessary, but I like the back printing. It's good to see them printing on the dress slopes, unlike in the burrow. And this forks is obviously amazing as well. Did not like the brick built versions or the initial moulded version, and this one is just stunning. Also, more ones never really hurt anyone, and they both came with their stands and sprues. They're just off in the rest of my collection. Then the final figure I have to show you is also from Harry Potter in the 2020 wave, and this one was a bit more expensive at £6. I realise that's not really expensive in the scheme of things, but it's quite a lot to pay for a figure, and I just showed her there. It's the Dolores Umbridge from 2020. Now, she didn't come with this wand. I had that in my spare collection from 2018 and 2019 Harry Potter sets, but I've been after an Umbridge for a while because the Bricktober one was really expensive to get and also fairly hard to come by in the UK. But I think this is a really great representation of her, and I've just been after one to punish in effect. She's not a very nice character, but I definitely wanted her here. Some really nice high heel printing. I love that attention to detail where you can just see there that it slopes up just like a shoe, and I think that's amazing. Purple colour's pretty nice. I think I would have preferred the light pink from the other set, but I just wanted her in this collection. It's nice back printing, and her face prints are pretty good. I would have preferred the stern one again, but there's just something fairly malevolent about that, and I think that works great. So, yeah, that's all I picked up. Let's take a look at everything. Right, so here's everyone. Here's the three highlights, the Harry Potter minifigures with those 4 Praetorians and the Star Justice droid in the back. Iron Man, the Mushroom, those beautiful Bam torsos, the Cornflakes, Mummy torso, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty useless now, the Gonk droid, and the 3 figures that I fixed up from my loose collection at the back. And that's everything then. So this is it then. This is my first haul on the channel, and I just thought it'd be nice to show you some of the more interesting things that I pick up. I'm going to have another one of these coming in a couple of weeks. I'm going to explain Ralph at some point as well. He's my 8080 that I picked up from Gumtree, but I'm not going to spoil that story. And obviously after Christmas there'll probably be another haul of these as well. I hope you like the slightly different take on hauls that I'm going to attempt to do here, and let me know any improvements plus any thoughts on what you've seen today in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.